The taste of food is so related to the culture, the aroma of the kitchen. This is something that brings home to you. It is something that you probably wanted to put in your suitcase when you leave your country, and you can't.
Back in 1976, Ramon Cisneros said goodbye to the home-cooked tastes and smells of Venezuela. He was off to attend college at the University of Tennessee at Martin to study English, and he wasn't alone.
About 600 people came from Venezuela. There was a gentleman there who created a new school. It was English as a second language. You start missing, of course, your culture right away. You miss your family, and then food becomes a big issue. I think food was one of the things that we missed the most. So what we tried to do was to recreate those foods that we have in our homeland.
Many Venezuelan dishes involved hard-to-find ingredients like specialty corn flour and tropical fruits and vegetables. But one dish in particular involved ingredients commonly found in small-town Tennessee.
It's called pabellón criollo, which is very common in the Caribbean basin. But it's basically meat and rice and black beans and plantains. So at that time, the plantains was, kind of the thing that it was hard to find. But brown sweet potato was a great substitute for it initially.
Once Ramon started cooking, the aroma attracted some welcome attention.
That's when I met Debbie, and she was very curious from day one about the Venezuelan food. Several of us were dating American girls, which was a great way to learn English.
I was literally swept off my feet. He was just really quite adventurous and fun-loving, and that's one of the things that I remember most about meeting the Venezuelan group. They were really fun-loving and had a lot of tradition. I realized that there was a bigger world out there than just Tennessee or even the United States of America. And different languages and different cultures can bring you things that you've never even imagined or tasted before. The pabellón, the rice and the beans and the meat with the flavors of the onions and the peppers, things we were familiar with but never in that type of cooking. It's really delicious. I will say one of the things that I cherish about the Venezuelans, they are so family-oriented. And food is a part of that, the deep family ties they have with each other. It helps us today to continue that culture that we loved so much.
Today, more Venezuelans are moving to Nashville as the economic and political crisis in Venezuela has forced millions to leave the country in